Nissan's 2023 Kicks is a little SUV with a comparatively small sticker price. No disgrace there. It's completely an on-roader thanks to its basic underpinnings and absence of accessible all-wheel drive. The Kicks inside is in any event viable and freight well disposed, particularly with its back seats collapsed down. All models accompany a similar 122 horsepower 4-chamber, front-wheel drive, and persistently factor-programmed transmission. Speed increase is poky, wheel concede, however its laziness is less perceptible while cruising through the neighborhood. Essentially its eco-friendliness is economy vehicle parsimonious. In the event that you need more power and refinement, you'll need to pay something else for vehicles like the Mazda CX-30 and the Volkswagen Taos. The Kick's reasonable cost, however, makes it alluring to financial plan purchasers, and those drivers won't find they need to make compromises with regards to infotainment and driver help tech, as Nissan offers a ton of those highlights as standard. Nissan has rolled out no improvements to its littlest hybrid for the 2023 model year. The Kicks extends with similar 3 trim levels and accessible highlights as last year's model. The Kicks is exceptionally even at the base S trim level, which incorporates a large group of standard driver help highlights. We jump on the mid-range SV, it adds beneficial things, for example, the new 8.0-inch infotainment show, versatile voyage control, 17-inch wheels, and a mid-control aerial armrest. Each 2023 Kicks model is fueled by a 122 horsepower 4-chamber motor that gives scarcely satisfactory speed increase. A persistently factor-programmed transmission handles moving obligations and drives the front wheels. All-wheel drive isn't advertised. Assuming the comfortable 9.7-second run to 60 miles per hour makes the Kicks sound sluggish, that is on the grounds that it is. Notwithstanding, the experimental outcomes we recorded are just around 50% of the story. In and out of town, it feels shockingly peppy, insofar as you're willing to drive profound into the choke and let the motor fire up. The Kicks is deft and more enjoyable to toss around than a few bigger SUVs, however it's no roller coaster on a twisty street. The suspension is tuned for solace, and it gave a very much padded ride considerably over the hollowed and disintegrating streets around our workplaces in southeast Michigan. The guiding is immediate and exact, yet there's tiny criticism that surfaces from the weight of the driver's hands. The Kicks has acquired fantastic EPA efficiency evaluations of 31 miles per gallon city and 36 miles per gallon expressway. In our 75 mile per hour true parkway mileage test, it tasted fuel more like an economy vehicle than a SUV. Its 37 mile per gallon result attached with the Toyota CHR. Inside styling is less stylish than the outside plan, however the Kicks is very much constructed, turns developed upward, and has an easy to understand inside. A grown-up estimated back seat implies it can pull individuals and freight without the confined inclination one could incite in opponents like the CHR. Sprinkles of variety all through the lodge make a decent showing of separating the dullness of what might somehow be an all-dark inside. In spite of its little size, the Kicks dazzled us with its outcomes in our freight tests, coordinating and beating a few bigger opponents. We figured out how to fit 19 of our portable bags with the back seats collapsed. Little thing stockpiling is at a higher cost than normal in the freight region and the secondary lounge, however front seat tenants won't see the squeeze thanks to huge entryway pockets and an enormous glove box. Nissan's infotainment framework isn't among the most lovely connection points available today, however it's natural and simple to learn. We wish a portion of the on-screen symbols were bigger and simpler to impel while driving, be that as it may. Generally speaking, the framework is natural. The base Kicks S accompanies a 7.0-inch touchscreen, a 6-speaker sound framework, and Bluetooth network, while the mid-range SV and the top-spec SR get to 8.0-inch show, an extra USB-C port, and admittance to Nissan's Nissan Connect telematics and attendant framework. Purchasers of the SR can arrange the discretionary premium bundle, which adds a Bose sound system and a Wi-Fi area of interest. Nissan gives a large group of standard driver help innovation, and computerized crisis slowing down is standard across the reach. Key well-being highlights include standard mechanized crisis slowing down with passerby identification, standard path takeoff cautioning, accessible versatile journey control. Nissan offers a completely normal guarantee bundle. Drivers who need higher mileage assurance ought to consider the Kia Soul and its industry-best powertrain guarantee, and the people who favor free booked upkeep inclusion may be keen on the CHR. Restricted guarantee covers 3 years or 36,000 miles. Powertrain guarantee covers 5 years or 60,000 miles. No free booked support.